It's a very different experience to going somewhere else to buy a car. Gates open, you get meted and greeted, you drive down a big driveway, you park up next to the lake and all the grounds behind that have got flora and flowers all over, and the grass is like bowling green. And then you walk up the driveway and you're meted and you're asked, do you want breakfast? Would you like lunch? Would you like dinner? Are you okay for accommodation overnight? We have a chef who stays on site. If the ladies travel and they've travelled abroad, we have a room to have a massage with a masseuse. A cinema room to watch the video of the car you're going to buy. It's quite an experience. It's a bit different to walking around the corner to your showroom on the high street here.
Definitely. Why put all the extra luxuries on the estate? Why just not stick to selling the cars?
Well, that's the whole point. And that's what the Tom Hartley brand is about. We're different. There's nothing about us that are normal. Nothing what we do in life is normal. And we've created a platform that people are now copying. I have always had a problem in life with people who quote my quotes, state my words, and try to copy what I do. I've always had a big problem. My wife's always got hold of me, tapped me on the hand and said, listen, calm down. It's a compliment. And as I've got older, I'm realising that's what it is. It's a compliment. Only the other evening I was watching some videos, I can't name some names, there's young kids, I call them Johnny-come-latelys, new kids on the block, and they're trying to take my video presence off in their way. And I'm sorry, it just doesn't look the same. You know, there's nothing like the real thing. And we are definitely the real thing. And that's why visiting the Hartley estate, we don't want you, even if you don't buy a car, you're not going to forget the experience you had when you come to the Hartley estate, unlike anywhere else in the UK or the world.
So going back to this quote about everything on the Hartley estate is for sale, apart from my wife. Are you telling me if someone rocked up, one of the billionaires, landed on your helicopter pads on the Hartley estate and said, I want to buy the whole estate, would it be up for sale?
You put me straight on the point of this. Maybe that's an exclusion I should make, because I intend to be buried on the Hartley estate when I die. That's also something that's quite well known. It's been recorded. So I think there's with the agreement with Carl, we'll have a clause in there that can't be sold. It will actually go down and down and down, because my body will be there, and hopefully my wife's or other members of the family, whoever wants to be there, but I'll definitely be there. So that would be a reason why the Hartley estate should never be for sale. It'll be put in a trust eventually, and it's something that we'll have to address at that time. But the answer to that question, that would be an exclusion, would be the Hartley estate. It would not be for sale. It couldn't be bought.
Yeah. So helicopter pad. What type of people land on that helicopter pad at the Hartley estate?
Another example, Steve, you just said to me a few seconds ago, why do you do these things? Why do you put the extras in? Do you know anywhere else you can fly in the helicopter pad to buy a supercar?
I don't think so.
No, I don't know anywhere else. So it's part of a creation. You know, it's a bit like the lake. We have a lake here. We photograph cars underwater. Your cars sit on top, and there's a bridge a few inches under the water. That's the secret, by the way. So the bridge secures it. And I remember calling my son Carl about 3 o'clock in the morning, because that's when I get my best ideas, is the middle of the night. And I said, Carl, I've got an idea. He said, what is it, Dad? I said, we could put cars in the middle of the lake. He said, have you been drinking? I said, well, I've had a couple. He said, Dad, he started speaking and he put the phone down. Next morning, I got the engineers down, and I said, could this be possible? Could it be done? He said, it can be done, Tom. Very expensive. It was the best money we ever spent in our life, because it's unique and nobody else can do that. And their photographs are known all over the world. Whenever you see a car sitting on water with the branding behind it, there's only one person or one company that can do that. That's Tom Hartley.
I was on your website just the other day, and I think I saw a McLaren black one, P1, sitting on that bridge. I think it's up for £1.3 million at the moment, something like that. Mm. I think it was on your website recently. Anyway, the question that the inner kid wants to ask you is: has any of the cars ever fallen into the lake?
No, we have one. We always have a person who drives on. After saying that, we always have a person who drives on. Once or twice in the earlier days, because I'm a freak about being dedicated. I've come back from parties or from having a drink, and I've actually taken cars out there on the lake. And there was one time, only one time, I took a Ferrari on there. It was a Ferrari Enzo, and I was on my own. And my wife said I shouldn't have done it anyway. We have a runway light that goes on there. And obviously, as I said, I took the gamble, put it on there. And when I opened the door to come out the car, I actually put my foot and I fell in the lake. So that was an experience that we stopped doing that on my own without one person. So we now do it with 2 people all the time. But that was the early days. But a car has never fallen in the lake now.